Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Dear students, today we will start a new topic, and the name of this topic is soil erosion and soil conservation. Dear students, आज हम बात करेंगे सॉइल इरोजन के बारे में और हम आज बात करेंगे इसमें सॉइल कंजर्वेशन के बारे में। दोनों बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स हैं और इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स आज ये लास्ट टॉपिक है हमारे इस फर्स्ट चैप्टर का। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, पहले हम सॉइल इरोजन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, उसके बाद हम सॉइल कंजर्वेशन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दीज आर द लास्ट टॉपिक्स ऑफ फर्स्ट चैप्टर and are very important topics. Dear students, what is soil erosion? Let's talk about soil erosion. Dear students, the denudation of the soil cover and subsequent washing down is called soil erosion. What is soil erosion? Yes, the denudation of the soil cover and subsequent washing down is called soil erosion. Dear students, the processes of soil formation and erosion go on simultaneously, and generally there is a balance between the two. Sometimes this balance is disturbed due to human activities like deforestation, like overgrazing, like construction and mining, etc. So, dear students, while natural forces like wind, glacier and water lead to soil erosion. So, यहाँ पे ये जो सॉइल इरोजन होता है, ये जो सॉइल इरोजन होता है वो होता है ड्यू टू ह्यूमन फैक्टर्स एंड ड्यू टू नेचुरल फैक्टर्स. द ह्यूमन फैक्टर्स responsible for soil erosion are deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining, while as the natural forces, the natural factors responsible for soil erosion are, dear students, wind, glaciers and water lead to soil erosion. Dear students, so in soil erosion we talked about two factors. One is human factor, second is natural factors. So we have human factors like deforestation, overgrazing, construction, mining. These all factors are responsible for, these all human factors are responsible for the erosion of soil. Dear students, also natural factors like wind, like glaciers, like water are responsible for soil erosion. Dear students, the processes of soil formation and erosion go on simultaneously and generally there is a balance between the two. So हमारे पास अब we have two types of soil erosion. One is गुली इरोजन, सेकंड इज शीट इरोजन. यहाँ पे है, आप देख सकते हैं, गुली इरोजन एंड शीट इरोजन. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, द रनिंग वाटर कट्स थ्रू द क्लेज सॉइल्स एंड मेक्स डीप चैनल्स एज गुलीज. द लैंड बिकम्स अनफिट फॉर कल्टिवेशन एंड इज नोन एज बैड लैंड. In the Chambal Basin, such lands are called ravines. Dear students, sometimes water flows as a sheet over large areas down a slope. In such cases, the top soil is washed away. This is known as sheet erosion. अब हमने यहाँ पे sheet erosion पहले पढ़ा है. What is sheet erosion? Sometimes water flows as a sheet over large areas down a slope. In such cases, the top soil is washed away. This is known as sheet erosion. Wind blows loose. Wind blows loose soil or flat or sloping land known as wind erosion. Known as wind erosion. Dear students, soil erosion is also caused due to defective methods of farming, plowing in a wrong way, that is up and down the slope, form channels for the quick flow of water leading to soil erosion. Dear students, plowing along the contour lines can decelerate the flow of water down the slopes. This is called contour plowing. Steps can be cut out on the slopes, making terraces. Terrace cultivation restricts erosion. Western and central Himalayas have well developed terrace farming. Large fields can be divided into strips. Strips of grass are left to grow between the crops. This breaks up the force of the wind. This method is known as strip cropping. Planting lines of trees to create shelter also works in a similar way. Rows of Such trees are called shelter belts. These shelter belts have contributed significantly to the stabilization of sand dunes and in stabilizing the desert in western India. So dear students, ये हमने कंजर्वेशन और सॉइल कंजर्वेशन के बारे में भी पढ़ेंगे. सॉइल कंजर्वेशन में हमें किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है? कंटूर प्लोविंग की ज़रूरत है. Plowing along the contour lines to decelerate the flow of water down the slopes. Terrace forming, cutting out the slopes and making terraces. Stripe cropping, stripes of grass are left to grow between the crops. It breaks up the force of wind. Planting shelter belts, planting lines of trees to create shelter. Dear students, so we can say that this is soil conservation. How to conserve the soil? We conserve the soil by contour plowing, by terrace forming, by strip cropping, by planting shelter belts. We can conserve soil. So what is soil erosion? Soil erosion is the denudation of the soil cover and subsequent washing down. The denudation of the soil cover and subsequent washing down is called soil erosion. So what are the factors responsible for soil erosion? Human factors and natural factors are responsible for soil erosion. What are human factors? Deforestation, overgrazing, mining, construction are the human factors responsible for soil erosion. And what are the natural factors? Wind, glaciers and water are the natural factors responsible for soil erosion. Dear students, so what is dear students, अब हमें soil को conserve करना है. How to conserve soil? How to protect the soil? By contour plowing, plowing around, by terrace forming, by strip cropping, by planting shelter belts. By contour plowing, यानी कि plowing around the contour lines to decelerate the flow of water down the slopes. इससे हम soil को conserve कर सकते हैं. Terrace forming, cutting out the slopes and making terraces. इससे भी हम water को soil को conserve कर सकते हैं. Dear students, strip cropping, due to strip cropping हम soil को conserve कर सकते हैं. Strips of grass are left to grow between the crops. It breaks up the forces of wind. Planting shelter belts, planting lines of trees to create shelter. Planting lines of trees to create shelter. इससे भी हम अपने soil को conserve कर सकते हैं. Conservation means मतलब protection of soil. हम कैसे कर सकते हैं अपने soil को protect from soil erosion. How to protect soil from soil erosion? So how to protect soil from wind? How to protect the soil from water, how to protect the soil from glaciers, how to protect the soil from human factors like deforestation, like overgrazing, like construction, like mining. इनके बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जो सॉइल को इरोड करते हैं, जिससे सॉइल इरोजन होता है. और इस सॉइल को बचाने के लिए हमें किन स्टेप्स का सहारा लेना है? हमें कंटूर प्लोइंग करनी चाहिए, हमें टेरेस फॉर्मिंग करनी चाहिए, हमें स्ट्रिप क्रॉपिंग करनी चाहिए, हमें प्लांटिंग शेल्टर बेल्ट्स करनी चाहिए. ऐसे मेथड्स, ऐसे स्टेप्स वी हैव टू टेक दिस स्टेप सो दैट वी कैन प्रोटेक्ट आवर सॉइल फ्रॉम सॉइल इरोजन. सो वी हैव वेरियस फैक्टर्स रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर सॉइल इरोजन. आप ये यू शुड कीप इन माइंड. व्हाट आर दोज फैक्टर्स? दोज आर नेचुरल फैक्टर्स एंड human factors. What are human factors? Overgrazing, nice. And second one, mining, good. Construction, shabash. So these are the responsible for soil erosion. And natural factors, wind, glaciers and water lead to soil erosion. So dear student, both are factors responsible for soil erosion. And how to how to protect our soil, how to conserve our soil, which steps we need to take? We need to take contour plowing, terrace forming, strip cropping, planting shelter belts. ये by contour plowing, by terrace forming, by strip cropping, by planting shelter belts, we can conserve our soil. Dear students, so अब डियर स्टूडेंट्स इट्स एनफ फॉर टुडे. टुमारो फिर मिलेंगे, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़.